If you want to learn how to start an LLC in Wyoming, you're in the right place. Now, every state has slightly different rules when it comes to forming an LLC. Wyoming has no personal or corporate state income tax, which makes it one of the best states to start an LLC in the country. Stick around to learn what the steps are to form your own limited liability company in Wyoming. To get an LLC, you can either do it yourself or hire someone to do it for you. If you're going the DIY route, there are 5 steps total to forming your LLC in Wyoming. Step number 1, name your LLC. Do you already have a name for your business? You'll need to search through the business name database that's kept on file with the Wyoming Secretary of State to make sure it isn't taken. Every state has its own rules about what kinds of names you're allowed to use in order to form your LLC. In general, you'll want to check that it's not easily confused with another business name on file. For example, Bear Claw LLC and Bear Claw LLC are not easily distinguishable, and you'll need to add either Limited Liability Company, LLC, or LLC with periods in between each letter to your business's name. There are also certain words that may require additional paperwork, such as insurance, trust, bank, and Inc. And you'll want to avoid using words that may confuse your business with a government agency. Lastly, though this isn't a requirement of getting an LLC, you'll want to grab the domain name of your business name so that no one else gets it first. Step number 2, file articles of organization. Wyoming requires you to file articles of organization with the Secretary of State either online or by mail. These are the formal documents required to legally establish your LLC with the state. It will cost you $100 to file them, with an extra $2 convenience fee if you file online. Make sure to include the name of your proposed LLC, the physical address of your Wyoming office, the designated registered agent, which we'll talk about in a moment, and how your LLC will be managed. A member-managed LLC usually has a small number of members, and those members are all managers. They're able to be involved in the day-to-day business operations. On the other hand, a manager-managed LLC typically has a large number of members who don't want to be involved in the day-to-day decisions. Step number 3, choose a registered agent. Having a registered agent is a requirement for forming an LLC in Wyoming. A registered agent refers to a person or business who sends and accepts all legal papers, acting as the point of contact for your LLC. These documents can include regulatory and tax notices, subpoenas, correspondence, and legal filings. Your registered agent can be someone in your company, like you, or you can hire a professional service to do it for you, as long as your registered agent has a physical street address in Wyoming and is available during business hours. Step number 4, create an operating agreement. Though Wyoming doesn't legally require you to maintain an operating agreement and file it with the Secretary of State, it is still an important step to forming your LLC. An operating agreement records your LLC setup, organizational structure, daily duties, and general rules. It defines the rules and responsibilities of all LLC members, including the percentage of ownership allocated to each member, how profits will be distributed, and how decisions will be made. It is the core document of your business, and it can help prevent future misunderstandings. There are 6 main sections to an operating agreement. Section 1, organization, describes when and where a company is created, who its members are, and how ownership is structured. Section 2, management and voting. Just like it sounds, it outlines how the company is managed and how the members vote. Section 3, capital contributions, which members are financially supporting the LLC and how more funds plan to be raised in the future. Section 4, distributions, how the company's profits and losses are distributed among the members. Section 5, membership changes, the process for adding or removing members of the LLC, or if and when members can transfer their ownership shares. Section 6, dissolution, explains the circumstances in which the LLC may be dissolved. Your operating agreement is a living document that should be updated each time there's a change in the membership or management of your company. Step number 5, apply for an EIN. Your employer identification number is like a social security number specifically for your business. It's a 9-digit number assigned by the IRS to identify taxpayers who are required to file business tax returns. Getting an EIN from the IRS is a federal tax requirement for any LLC, with some exceptions for LLCs that have 1 member, no employees, and are not taxed as corporations. An EIN is also necessary if you want to open a business bank account, apply for a business loan, and pay your business income taxes. EINs are free, and you can get one from the IRS online, by mail, or by fax. And that's how to form an LLC in Wyoming. Note that your tax requirements will vary depending on how your LLC is set up. You may be required to file federal income taxes. It's important to make sure you remain up to date with all Wyoming tax guidelines and understand which deductions you may be entitled to take as a member of an LLC. If forming an LLC on your own sounds like too much of a headache, you can always go with option number 2, hiring a service to take care of your Wyoming LLC for you. Though it may cost more money than doing it yourself, there are a lot of benefits to hiring a pro like Tailor Brands. Our LLC service will take care of your formal application, get your EIN for you, create your operating agreement in your terms, and act as your registered agent. So you can rest easy knowing that your paperwork is taken care of, deadlines are met, and your privacy is protected. If you have any more questions about forming a Wyoming LLC, you can check out the link to our blog post in the video description below. Don't forget to visit the Tailor Brands website and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more information on how to successfully build your business from scratch. We can't wait to see what you create.